everyone, and welcome to the Cultural Differences Information Workshop. My name is Jonna Knight, and I have the pleasure of introducing to you three incredible speakers today. They're going to be giving us information on three different aspects of the Chinese culture versus American culture. We're going to be looking at educational techniques, parenting techniques, and government involvement. Now, please know that these are generalizations of actions for the majority of each culture. We are not comparing good and bad, right or wrong. We are simply giving information and perhaps an idea of how to combine the two for a more effective result. All of our presenters today have had direct experience with the Chinese culture and American culture. Now, this is very important. By receiving a first-hand account, we know the information to be reliable and true. So let's begin. To discuss educational techniques, we have Song Lao Shi. Lao Shi is Chinese for teacher. Now, teaching is a very respected profession in China. Song Lao Shi teaches Mandarin, which is the official language of China, at the American School in Shanghai. She lived in Shanghai, where she completed her education through high school. She then moved to the United States, where she completed a master's degree in education at UCLA. It was during her time in the United States where she says, and I quote, she realized Chinese students were not thinking for themselves. She noticed a drastic difference in the way students were taught in the U.S. versus China. Song Lao Shi now incorporates both styles of teaching in her classes by explaining the why behind what she is teaching. Next, to discuss parenting techniques, we have Chong Sun. Chong is a Chinese native that is married to an American. She currently lives and works with her husband and three boys in Detroit, Michigan. Chong lived in Shanghai until the age of 19, where she then moved to the United States and studied engineering at MIT. She has experienced the Tiger Mom approach as a child. Now, this Tiger Mom approach is to describe the technique of the Chinese. Amy Chu recently wrote a book describing this approach in greater detail. While Chong does feel this approach was valuable to her success, especially in studying abroad, she does not use this approach with her son. She, in opposition of her own childhood, gives her boys free time to play with their friends, play sports, and explore different hobbies. She does not stress perfect grades and allows them the freedom to become who they want to be. And finally, to discuss government involvement in both cultures, we have Harrison Shi, who is a Chinese American that currently works at the American Consulate in Shanghai. Mr. Shi was born and raised in New York. He holds a master's degree in political science from NYU. Mr. Shi has lived and worked in Shanghai for the past 4 years. He will discuss his experience with the United States government as well as the Chinese government. Mr. Shi believes there should be a balance in governing. He says, and I quote, while people should be allowed to live freely, they can experience too much freedom. He will inform us of the different laws in each country with regard to freedom of speech, freedom of peaceful assembly, and right to bear arms. He believes that everyone deserves the right to these civil liberties, regardless of ethnicity, and that all government should support and defend the rights of their people. Again, I want to welcome everyone, and please sit back and relax and enjoy these wonderful presenters. Thank you.